Hi guys, welcome to the channel. So as a part of this video, I'm going to talk about introduction to Postman. In this video, I'm going to talk each and everything about Postman, like how Postman actually works, from where you should download it, and then finally for any API tester who is new in this field, how to actually use Postman application and how to perform API testing. This video will be my first video on Postman where I will be teaching how to perform API testing on Postman tool. So let's get started. To download the Postman app, you just need to go to Google and just type Postman. The moment you type Postman, you will see download the app. Just click on download the app button and just click on download. Since my laptop is 64-bit, I'm going to download it. And this is an exe file. So guys, if you have seen my this playlist, so this playlist is for each and everyone who want to learn API testing. So I have already uploaded my 2 videos on that. This video is going to be my 3rd video. In coming days, I will be talking more deeper and deeper into API testing, and I will be talking about deeper into how to perform API testing using Postman tool. And guys, I'm giving a guarantee that I'm going to talk about those things which I'm sure that you guys would have never seen that. I'm going to talk something different that you guys will love. And I'm sure that even though you're using Postman from maybe 5 years or 7 years or so, what I'm going to teach today, you will find it different from your own knowledge. So let's get started. So as you can see that it's already downloaded, I will just go to the downloads and I will try to install it. I will wait until this gets installed completely. So now finally your Postman is installed in your system. So if you already have a Google account on your Postman, you can sign in with that, or else you can create an account for this Postman. Since I'm teaching you for the first time, what you can do is skip signing in and take me straight to the app. You need not sign into the application because you are learning it the first time, and just go to the straight to the app. Guys, here if you see, this is my user interface of my Postman application. This is how your Postman application looks like. This is the GUI. What I'm going to do is I'm going to close this and I'm going to teach each and everything to you step by step. So if you see this new button, create new, if I click on this, it will only ask you what you want to create. So I'm going to teach you guys to create and request. So let's create and request, and then a request name, I can give anything I wanted, and request description, in case you have, you can give it. And any request you create should be there inside a collection. So you have to give a collection name. So I'm going to give my collection name as MKT and save to MKT. That means the request that I'm creating, this Manish, should get saved inside my collection MKT. So I'm just saving it. And if I just come on collection now, my MKT collection is created. And in that, I have created a request. The name of that request is Manish. And it is a get call. If you see this particular thing from, guys, this is my request builder starting from here to here, from here to here, in between this area, that is called as my request builder. Whatever the request I will be having, I will be adding in this block. This is called as request builder. Whatever request that developer will create, or any request or any API that developer has worked on, I will be adding in this particular area from here to here. This is my request builder. And all the calls will be of different HTTP methods. When I say HTTP methods, don't worry about what do you mean by HTTP method now, because I will be uploading a separate video on HTTP methods where you will be learning each and every HTTP methods in detail. For now, you just understand that this particular thing is called as HTTP methods. So let's suppose that the API which developer has given to me now is a get request, and that is the reason I have selected get. And as you remember in this video, I said you guys that if you remember this topic now, I said you guys that whenever developer write a logic, whenever he perform or he write a logic for any particular thing, he will give a URL. That URL you need to add it here, and then there are headers. So if I have to give an example, like what actually is headers. So as I said you guys, that to use different companies API or to use your own APIs, you need a credential to access those API. Credentials are nothing but you need an authorization to use that particular API. And to use those API, you need an API key. So you need to add that API key here. That means you need to add something like my API key, and then you need to add the API key value. So this will vary from company to company. So that is the use of headers. There are many other things also that you will be learning in maybe future classes. Guys, always remember, whenever you are having a get call, you are not having a body in that. Whenever you are having a post call or put call or patch call, that time you will be having body. And what exactly is this HTTP methods, that is put, post, that is get, post, put, patch, delete, head, options. All this column, do not have to worry about it. I'm going to upload a single video for that, from where you guys learn this perfectly. Now, don't break your head. Just remember that on my get call, there will not be any body, because in get call, what I do is I will just try to capture the data. I'll just try to get the data from my server. So I did not send anything in my body. Do not worry about it. I'm going to upload a separate video on my HTTP methods. So now you don't have to worry. So this is my HTTP methods, which I need to select based on the request that developer has built it. And here I will be entering my URL. In case I have different kind of parameters, I have to add it here, and then I need to click on send button. The moment I click on send button, I will get the response here. This is my response. So I will get the response here. When you're sending a request, you can also click on send button directly and get the response, or else you can click on this button and you can send and download the request. And there is a save button here, which will save your request in this Postman in your local system. So this is how you create a collection, and then in that you create a multiple request. Remember guys, in a particular collection there can be multiple requests. You just understand in this way, like you have a test suite, and then in that you will be having multiple test cases, right? So your test suite here is like your collection. So inside a collection there can be multiple possibilities of your request. So if you see here, you will see multiple options here. That is share collection. You can share your collection with your peers, your colleagues, and you can rename the collection. You can edit anything you wanted here, and you can make a duplicate of this particular collection. You can export this collection in your local system. You can delete this collection. So these are all option you will get it. When you click on the options of your particular request, you will see that open a new tab, or else rename it, edit it, duplicate it, or delete it. If you duplicate, let's say, your one more request will get created, and now you just have to rename it. Let's say my next request is Abhishek, name is Abhishek, and now my whatever the new request that I've created is not a get call, but it's a post call. So I will write it as post. You remember guys, this get is still here. Even though I've selected post, it will not save until and unless you click on save button here. Now you see that when I clicked on save button here, this request got automatically changed from get to post. So this is how you create multiple collections, and in that you create multiple requests. Now guys, if you see, this is my file option, in which I can create a new tab of my Postman application, new Postman window I can open, new runner window I can open. I can import some collection that I have received from my peers. If you come to setting here, it has a lot of settings in it that you can see. You can change your theme of your Postman from black to white based on your need, like how you want it. Like you guys are having a lot of shortcuts here, which you will be required when you will be working on Postman for API testing rigorously, because this will save your time. And these shortcuts are very much necessary, guys. Believe me. This download new man from NPNs. So this is required when you want to run your collection automation with a single click from command line itself. So this is required. I will tell each and every points that I'm talking, maybe in my future video, but in detail. Since this is my introduction video, I'm going to talk each and everything which is required to you. So do not have to worry anything. In case you have any certificate, you can add it here. In case you want your request to go from some other IP address and you need a proxy, you can add it here. What is the use of it? I will be talking about this in my future video. Do not have to worry. You can check for the updates if your Postman is not up to date. Since I'm up to date, it is showing that you are up to date and Postman latest version is installed. If you just click on this enable automatically download major updates, it will download. I am disabling it for now. If you see about Postman, this will give you everything you need about Postman, like this is Postman for window and what is the version. It has each and everything, like if you want to report an issue, if you want to read the documentation of Postman, and in case you want to go to their website, you want to tweet them something. So this is all about this setting. If you see edit option, you have this basic edit option that will be having in each and every application. This is all basic option, nothing more in it. If you see console, show Postman console, so this will help you to see all the logs. So logs in the sense, suppose your Postman console is there and you have some request and you are sending that particular request. Now, when you are sending a request, it is not 100% true that you will get a response. You will get a positive response. There are chances that you may not get a response and you may get some error. So your Postman console will show you what and all error logs you are getting. So this is very much required. And after that, if you see here, this is same as what I told you, so need not worry about it. So this is also same as that option which I showed you. This is also console. So when you send a request anything and click on send button, and that time you will get the console. So you will get what URL you have entered and what response you are getting, and it will also show in case you are not getting a positive response. That means if you're getting some error, it will show all the logs that will be required to send to the developer. So this is very much required. So for now, I will just close it. And then you can find and replace. That means if you have a lot of collection in your Postman and you want to search something, so that time you can search it. Example, I'm searching Manish. So it is showing me there is one collection, right? It is showing me there is one collection and there is a request called as Manish. So this is the option to find out which collection you want to find out, which particular request you want to find out. So this is required when you are having a lot of collection in a particular Postman application. Guys, if you see this hide sidebar, so this is your sidebar. This particular thing is your sidebar, this thing. On my screen left side, whatever you see is my sidebar. If I click on this hide sidebar, that sidebar will get hidden. If you want to show it, you can show it. So now guys, if you see, my request is on the upper side and my response is on the lower side. Can you see this? My request is on the upper side and my response is on the lower side. If I want my request to be on the left side and my response on the right side, that time I need to click on this button. If you see here, my request is here and my response is here. So this is the beauty of it. There are a lot of options here. Keyboard shortcuts, which I just showed you guys, which you will be required when you are doing API testing thoroughly. And you can also see here my workspaces. Since I have not logged in, if I just log in here, you guys will see that all my collections will be shown here. All my requests will be shown here. So that this is about workspace. And then invite. Guys, see, if I'm logged in with my account and I want those particular collections or that particular request to be used by someone else also in my team. So that time what I will do is I will invite that particular user to use my workspace. So this is the use of this. Let's show you guys by signing into the Postman. So I'm just signing in. So this is my one more account, which is my personal account. So from where I have logged into my Postman application. And now if you see, if I just press on this button. So guys, once I logged into my account, I got all the collection that was there in my account and all the requests that was there in my account. If I see workspace now, You can see that I have a workspace that is my workspace, and I can rename it. I can invite to workspace, that is I can invite to other people on my workspace. That means I can write an email ID, and once they log into their Postman, they will get all the collection that I'm having. The help of this is that, and I can create a new workspace if needed. I can invite other people to use my workspace using this. And guys, if you see this, this is sync your API request across devices. Guys, see, when you are using your Postman application with same mail ID on, let's say, on your personal device also and on your office laptop also, and you want everything, all your request and response to be in sync. When I say sync, I mean that maybe chances are there that today I have worked on my personal laptop, and I have worked on more APIs. I have worked on more API testing, and those APIs are not there now in my office laptop. They are not sync with each other. So that time, to make my request and response to be sync on Postman application, I need to press this button. Once I click the sync button, all the request and response that I have received in this particular local system, same request and response will saved across all the devices. So that uses this button. So this is something cookies based. What is the use of it? I will be teaching you in my future videos. Learning now is not important. Option of setting, which I have already shown you guys in my this topic. So this is same as that. This is notification. If in case Postman send any notification to us, it will be shown here. And then if you want to tweet something about Postman, you can click on this button, this heart button, and you can just tweet them. So this is our managing account. So this is my personal mail ID. Since I've logged into this account, so that is the reason it is showing me. If in case I want to add a new account, I can just click on this plus and just I can log into to another account also. So this is environment. Now what it is, I will be teaching briefly about this environment topic in my future video. This is one of the most important topic that every API tester should know. I know most of the API testers do not know this, but I will make sure to teach you guys. Maybe in my future video, do not have to worry. Now this environmental quick look, like I will teach in my future videos. So whatever the environment you will add, same that view, you can have a look into that. So environment is nothing but, see guys, you can add it like my QA environment, like your testing environment, your production environment, your beta environment, all those environment you can add it here. So that is the use. If you see this import button, so this is an option to import a collection to your this Postman application. So you can import a file using any folder that is there in your system, or you can import it with any link that you have, and you can just import a collection. This runner is used, as I told, if you have any automation, you have collection and you have written some test scripts and you want to run them in a single click, you will get the response. So I will teach all the automation of API just with Postman application in my future videos. Do not have to worry. And now this plus option, if you see, it will add another tab, or else it will add another Postman window. So very simple. Guys, if you see here, if you click on this history, you can see that all the requests that I have sent from my local system have got saved into my history. So that is the use of it. Other than this, we have an option of this boot camp. If you see this boot camp is nothing but this will only teach you from starting how to use an Postman. So see, explore skills 0% completed. So if you resume this will only teach you how you can create a collection, how you can create a request, how you can send the request, how you can receive the requests, each and everything it will only teach you. So bootcamp is nothing but that will teach you how you can use your Postman application to do API testing. Now I'm taking an example of any request. I'm showing you an example. Like this is my dummy request that I have taken, and I'm sending the request. See guys, I'm getting some response. So this is the response I have got now. So this was my request, if you see. So this was my request actually, and this is the response I have got. So this is my response. So response can be viewed by either in pretty way. Pretty view is something which you will be able to view it like very easy way. Like, so what you're reading is a pretty view. Like anyone who is reading is able to understand what they have written. Raw is something which will be written in a raw format. It is not pretty. I mean, you will be finding difficulty to read this, right? So this is that. Preview is something how actually it looks. That is preview. So it has different type of response. So generally we see in preview to see the response in a very understandable format. And then if you see here, this is my 200. Okay, so this is my status code, response status code. If you see, this is my status code 200. 200 means I sent the request and I actually got the response. So this is, I sent the request and I got the response. That's why I got 200 status code. Now, why I got 200 status code only, and what exactly is 200 status code, and what actually is HTTP status codes, I will be uploading a separate video on that, maybe immediately after this video. For your understanding, do not have to worry about it. If you see here, this is the time taken to send the request and to get the response. So I got a response in 992 milliseconds. That means I got a response in 0.9 seconds. Less than 1 second, I got a response. And this is the size of my response body. You can see that it is 710 byte. This is how you send the request and you get the response. And guys, when you're adding any headers, suppose these are all headers I added, right? Adding a header has two ways. Either you can just write something here and you can write some value. This is one way of writing header, or else you can go to the bulk edit. You can go to the bulk edit and you can write multiple headers you wanted. You can add multiple headers you wanted. All will be saved there. You see here, you can add multiple headers you wanted and all will be saved here. So the use of bulk edit to add more headers if you want to add in a single click, you can add it here. Now I will tell you guys what is the use of this params. So param is nothing but if you want to add some parameter to your request. Guys, if you see, I'm adding a parameter, let's say name as MKT. If you see here, whenever I'm adding some name, right, whenever I'm adding some parameter, right, so my URL was earlier, it was till here. When I added a parameter, it added a question mark and added my name equals to MKT. So whenever you are adding any parameter, it will only add a question mark and after that it will add a parameter. Now, if you want to add 10 more parameters also, you can just add and after that you can add it. Like if you see here, I added age. It only added and now you can enter your age, whatever the age will be, right? So what I'm trying to say here is whenever you're adding a parameter to your request, any parameter for the first request, you have to enter question mark and then your particular key and then your value. So your name, this name is called as key if you see here, and your MKT is nothing but your value. So this is how you add parameters. So this was your request builder, right? Now you can go to the code section of it, and when developer expect you that what actually request you have sent, sometimes they asked what is the curl of it. So in that time you need to send this particular curl. You need to just click on this code and you can see here you have selected the curl. So there are multiple ways of saving the particular request. You can save your request by either this Go native or HTTP one. So you can save it as curl also. There are multiple ways of saving a particular request. You can just click on this copy and now you can send him wherever you want it. Send him you via mail or anywhere you want. And then after that you have this new button, right? I told you how to create and request. It has a lot of things. You can create a collection, you can create an environment, what and all these things I will be teaching in separate videos. These topics are very big. So you know how to create a request, right? You know how to create a collection. You just need to know all these two things as of now. Do not break your head. Go to the templates. Guys, I have seen many testers who are like learning API testing for the first time. They find it difficult to get the APIs to just to practice, like how to practice the API. So for them, this is a place where they can go and test with the and play with the APIs. So guys, if you see here, it has lot of APIs. So these all APIs are public APIs, which you can use it. You can use it and you can learn it. I mean, for learning purpose, these are all APIs are there. You can learn automation from here itself. whatever API you need, you just type it here. You just enter maps. I'm just showing you. See, you got some APIs related to maps. If you read this, you got some APIs related to maps. Let's say I want to need API for some basic knowledge. I will just enter basic and click on, from all I will click on basic APIs. And I will just click on enter. So if you see here, intro to writing test with example, run in Postman. This API, introduction to writing test, I have got it from there itself. If you see this, basic to test syntax, I mean, these and all APIs are free. You can just, these and all APIs are there for your learning purpose. See, as I told you guys, when you're adding a particular parameters, there will be a question mark. So you can learn it from here. They have added a lot of headers. They have added automation scripts as well to make sure whether that particular test case is pass or fail. That result you will get it here. Test result. Name of the first test pass. Name of the second test pass. How to add it? Do not have to worry. I will teach you each and everything. So if you check body, I got the result and I got the status as 200. Okay. Okay means you got the positive response. You send the request and you got the response. Server have given the response to you, and this is what you have got. You have got it in 1.1 seconds, and the size of my body is response body is 859 bytes. So this is APIs which are public, and these are public API, means you can use it for your learning purpose, or in case you want to use those APIs, you can use it. So they have also have API network. In that, if you see, there are multiple companies who have added their APIs for others to learn it. See, Twitter have added one API, and a lot of companies have added their APIs. So these are not public. You can use it for any purpose you want it, for your learning purpose, anything. You can just take it, just click on it, and you will get it. I'm sure that these are all things no one will tell you, and I'm sure that you guys are hearing this for the very first time. In case you knew already, very much well and good. And always remember, whenever you're using Postman, your internet connectivity is required always to send the request to the server. You are actually playing with APIs. You are actually playing with your logic. How you can expect your web server, your application server to receive what are you doing in an application? So this will send the request to the web server because it need an connection. Internet connectivity is required. Yes, it requires. So I guess this is all about Postman. I have added a playlist. Make sure that you watch it from starting. I have added more videos on that playlist. Please do watch it. So this is all about from this video. If you think this video was useful, please give a big thumbs up this video. Subscribe to my channel Software Testing by MKT, and please share this video with your friends. Which video about Postman I should upload next? Put out in the comment section. I will be clearing all your doubts. Thank you guys.